It's your fault if your team sucks. Now, the reason I say this is since working with my mentor that we're working with at the moment, ETR, you've got Craig in the team and whatnot, I've certainly started to notice that 99% of the time, the problems that you have are actually interpersonal relationship problems. So what I mean by that is if you look through your business, you look through the things you're struggling with and you're looking through the things that are the biggest bottlenecks, it's typically either a relationship with a client or with a VA or with a setter or a closer or whoever it may be. It's that you've just not built a strong enough relationship. So a great culture means you can overcome all obstacles. A bad one will absolutely destroy it. Now, I won't call out the company, but there's a company that I can think of that about 2 years ago, pretty steadily for about a year, declined. Quite a big company, mentorship actually. Again, I won't name who they are. And the reason for that is because they started to create quite a toxic culture. And the toxic culture was that people would talk negatively about one another, they'd call each other out, they'd say nasty things about one another, and that spreads. Like if you've got a bad culture, it's like an absolute fucking disease. So that's the last thing that you want, okay? So there's certainly like a set of ground rules that you want to create and a playbook that you want to create that even if you're not looking to hire in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, you have to have a playbook of when you join us, you do this. It's a we thing, not an I thing. So a good example would be we turn up on time. We don't say that here. We don't talk about other people here, etc., etc., etc. Because not only are you and your clients going to be following that, but also all of your staff as well. So you want to be thinking about, like, you're really going to let someone that you don't like, who isn't a team player, who never offers help, who does bare minimum, who misses things and is late, be the face of your brand because it will damage it. Another thing as well is letting a teenager who doesn't speak English handle all of your inquiries and build relationships with leads. I personally don't think it's a great way to go for. So, culture is 3 things. We'll spend 2-3 minutes on this one because I really want you guys to dive into this and understand by the end of the presentation what your culture is. So, culture is people. Who are you? When I say who are you, who are your team, who are your clients, who is your brand? So, first of all, people, who are we? Then beliefs, what do we stand for? I said this actually, I was called up on stage at an event, I think it was about 4 years ago, and I said a line and it just stuck with people and I'm like, right, you know what, I really believe in that. And that is, when we win, we all win. AKA, if someone achieves something or they hit a PB month or they gain a certain amount of clients or they have a big achievement, it's like, right motherfuckers, we're gonna celebrate as a team here. Not, oh shit, how did they do that? Oh, they're so lucky. Oh, if it's all right for him. That's a toxic culture. We should be lifting each other up. It should actually be competitive to continue to grow, in my opinion. And then behaviors, how will we do it? A great example of great culture, I came downstairs this morning, the first thing that someone said to me and says, can you believe that Matt's been up at 5:30 this morning doing check-ins? I was like, yeah, that's because he works for Coach's Corner. That's fucking culture. I was like, my man. I was like, I should have got up a little bit earlier. But that's culture because Matt knows that that's the standard and that's what we do. So big up yourself for that, mate. So we should all be clear as day when you hire anybody new, who we are, what do we stand for, and how we do it. And if you don't know that, refine. It's so fucking important. At some point, whether it be months, whether it be weeks, months, or years, you're all gonna hire a team and you're all gonna need to know that to a T. And you'll hire and fire based off of those 3 cultural things. So in one word, culture is we. If you've got a team or staff or clients, you should never be saying, I did this, I did that, I am this, I am that. It's always we, okay? So we show up like this, we deliver at this level, we wins. So your team and your clients are with you because of the standard that you associate yourself with. Now, I wasn't at this event, but I was passed this on. And is that when we're looking at our own personal standards, we often, without even recognizing it, step over standards every single day. And what I mean by stepping over standards is we make micro decisions constantly, literally every few seconds, every few minutes of, do I take my supplements this morning or can I be bothered to get them out the cupboard? Do I do that 30 minutes of cardio or do I do 20? Do I turn up 5 minutes early for a sales call and wait in case they're early or do I turn up last minute? Do I give myself enough time to like quickly research their Instagram so I know a lot about them or do I just skip into it? Because I'm telling you now, particularly around sales, I'm sure that Lauren will cover some of this later, one of the standards that I've begun to set myself is that if I've got a consultation call, that 15-minute gap before is so precious. I want to jump on that call and know so much about that person. It's so fucking important. Like so much so, this is going to sound like overkill, but it genuinely works an absolute treat. I will look at the type of clothes that person wears and put on a t-shirt that matches what they like. I'll go that far. And immediately when we jump on a call, oh mate, nice top bro. And he's like, oh yeah, you're wearing a nice top bro. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking know I am. Because I know you like Gymshark. But that's how far I'm willing to go.